Hello. Hello, my friends. I will never do that again. Don't worry. I had to get it out of my system. I have been watching this lady on TikTok and she always talks like that. And now it's stuck in my head. But I apologize. Hello. Welcome. We are back with a plan with me video. You guys will be surprised to see that this plan with me video is a plan with me for the month of January 2021. So I was going to say that it's current, but it's technically not because it's April and this is January. So it's a back plan, but it's not a back plan in that it's not 2020. So we're actually filming the week of the 25th of January here through to January 31st. Little fun fact about this video. Vicky, if you are watching, I don't know whether I should say you should be proud or you'd enjoy. I don't really know, but essentially you should be happy because I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit this week. So what I mean by that is I needed to do a lot of improvising with this spread. So this particular kit is from Hello Petite Paper. I have had it for the longest time. I'm pretty sure it was close to one of my first, if not, no, it wasn't the first purchase, but it was definitely one of the first purchases I ever made when I started planning, before I discovered what my planning style was. And I've just had it sitting away, filed, and just sitting there waiting for the perfect opportunity or for the right moment or for a time to actually use this kit. And I feel like it's one of those kits that year after year after year, it just gets pushed aside, replaced with something else, and you never get to see it until now, of course. The interesting thing about this kit is, again, as I said, I needed to improvise because firstly, there are only 8 full boxes. It didn't come with any headers, like glitter headers or like add-on headers or anything like that. And it was also super limited with regards to the functional items that it had on offer. So I did a lot of sticker surgery. So you'll see throughout the spread that I've done things like cut up the checklists to make them little things labels. I've pulled in washi from Simply Gilded to make headers. There was no date covers, so I've pulled in date covers from Arctic Paper Studio, which is totally fine because again, it just means that I'm used. One day I'll be able to film a plan with me voiceover or video where I can actually speak like a normal human being. But today is not that day. What I was saying was, actually I don't even remember what I was saying. But essentially what I was getting at is I had to bring in a bunch of items. So as you guys know, I've been trying to utilize everything within the kit that I possibly can so that I'm not wasting stickers. I'm utilizing what I can before pulling for other stickers. So I've used as much as I can from the kit, but then I've obviously had to bring in icons and things like that where I can. So I do bring in some foiled headers. I believe they are the gold foiled headers from Monique Plans. I cannot be certain. You'll see it very, very soon. As I said, the date headers are from Arctic Paper Studio. The date dots are from Stellabo. As I mentioned earlier, the header that I lay across the top and the little headers in the sidebar are from Simply Gilded. I do bring in some mixed foil, so again from places like Arctic Paper Studio and Monique Plans. I think they might actually be the only ones I bring in from. Actually, no, I think the double frame ones are from Stellabo. And I bring in some foiled scripts from Stellabo Sticker Co. as well. And I believe the large work ones are from Arctic Paper Studio, but don't quote me on that. Hopefully you guys will see it when I get to that part of the spread. And I do bring in some functional boxes. So you will see some large like half boxes. They are from Stellabo as well. So we're going to jump straight into it. As I said, it is from back in January. So I'm obviously just going by what is written in front of me in my planner as I'm watching it back whilst I talk to you guys. So the first thing that I go ahead and do, I was about to say I put my sidebar down, but apparently I don't. I've laid down my headers. I've laid down my date headers, and now I'm laying down the sidebar. So naturally I go ahead and use the quote box, which says bloom where you are planted, which is super fitting because I think at that time I was kind of having a bit of a rough time. I feel like that's been a common theme for like the last 12 months of my life. But anyway, bloom where you are planted. And I don't think I got to why I used this kit, but essentially it was like getting towards that back end of summer. Nothing too crazy was going on. I still didn't have any work from home themed kits, so I had to pluck from my stash and use what I had. And this was kind of still summery, but without being too over the top summery. And like I said, it was one of those kits that got looked over every single year, and I decided it was about time that I used it. So what I go ahead and do is I separate the sidebar section with the little Simply Gilded tape headers, the perforated headers. I do then label or place a label down that says this week. That was from the kit. So it did have headers for things like this week, next week, little things today, I think, but it didn't have any actual headers that I could use through the spread. So I had to get creative. As per usual, you guys know that I like to track my social media following in my sidebar. So I use my favorite Sticker Thief icons, both the YouTube bunny and the Instagram icon, to denote my follows for YouTube and Instagram respectively. I then placed down another little header, and then I put in a half box there from Stella Bow Sticker Co. with a little Debbie Downer sticker from Marshmallow Studio to mark that was, I did a weigh-in that week. So again, basically my intention with how I was doing my sidebar for this year was that because I'm on like a health kick or a lifestyle change, or, you know, I essentially need to kick my butt into gear and get healthy, I wanted to track my weight for every week. And obviously I haven't put that on camera because it's personal. I mean, I may share it with you guys at a later date, but alas, not today. The other thing that I was going to say is I found it really fun this week because it has been a while since I've been able to use Debbie Downer. Ever since I've started trying to color coordinate my icons and character stickers and whatnot to the colors of the spread, which I've really enjoyed doing. I've found that I've not used a lot of Debbie Downer just because obviously her hair is bright blue, and obviously if you're using like a pastel pink kit or something like that, she's not always necessarily going to fit in those spreads cohesively as much as I love her. But because I've kind of navigated that way recently, doing this kit was a nice change because I was actually able to use quite a few of my Debbie Downer stickers, which was really nice. So below that, I then put in another little header, and I put a little like washi strip there, which for some reason I didn't write on or label, but basically I decided that for this particular week, because nothing much happened, I decided that I was just going to track my like happy or like highlight moments of each day, even though they weren't big or huge. I just decided that that would be fun. So I just wrote something that was fun or enjoyable for each day in that sidebar there. And then I go ahead and put in another perforated header and then just a little piece of washi there to tie off the sidebar. Moving over to Monday, as I mentioned earlier, I did use a Stella Bow Sticker Co. Coffee Monday foiled, I was going to say kit, but foiled sticker or script there to mark in Coffee Monday. And I have paired that with a cute little coffee mug from Sticker Thief underneath that. And the way that I've chosen to mark work for this particular week, or working from home, which is apparently the normal now, I have used the little laptop stickers there from Planner Goddess Studio. And that's just sort of how I decided to do that for the entire week. I love it. Color works well, and it took up like a nice chunk of space, which was nice. And I've paired that with a gold foiled script. Again, I can't be sure, but I'm almost, actually no, I don't think they are Arctic Paper Studio. I think they're actually from a script that I got quite a while ago from, is it Chic Street Sticker Boutique? I think that's where they're from, because they were quite large, like the font was quite large, and I thought that with the combination of the laptops, the large script would work nicely. So there you go. I remembered in the end. Underneath that, I've just used a little piece of washi from the kit and a little like sunshine or sun sticker there to mark that it was 37 degrees here. Now, 37 is hot, but it's not hot when you think back to 2 years ago when summer, at least in my area, we were averaging back-to-back days of 47 degrees. So the reason that I chose to mark in the hot weather this particular week was because we didn't really have summer. like summer to us, like this was the hottest set of days that we had in summer, like 3 months. A couple of days, that was it. And as like it was hot, like I said, to a point that we ended up having to get a portable air conditioner because our actual air conditioner died, and I'm working upstairs in the heat and I needed something to help cool me down because the fans just weren't cutting it. But in the grand scheme of things, 37 isn't really that hot because it could have been much, much hotter, but I chose to mark that in. I've then used a little Debbie Downer. She's like drooling there. And again, it was fun because I was able to use some of the larger stickers in this spread, which I don't normally do because I don't have space. So that was nice as well. But I've used the little Debbie Downer drooling to mark that I made some delicious edamame pasta. So again, just trying to be healthy, try to rule out carbs where I can, but still wanting to crave, not wanting to crave, but still craving carbohydrates. I actually bought some edamame pasta and I had that in place of regular pasta and it was pretty good. It wasn't as good the next day. It was nice on the first day, but the second day, not so much. Below that, I then just used a little like flag from the kit to mark that it was a late night. And underneath that, I've used a little cut up checklist to mark that I did a Dead by Daylight stream. Over to Tuesday, I've used a half box from Stella Bow Sticker Co. I haven't marked it in, but that is to reflect that I had a day off that day or a rostered day off. Underneath that, I've used some little decorative pieces from, I don't even know, I think it must have come with, it's come with the kit. And then I've labeled over a script from Stella Bow to mark that I slept in. When I woke, I had some coffee, so I've marked that with a flag and a little coffee mug from Sticker Thief. And then underneath that, again, I've used that same sunshine or sun. Why do I keep saying sunshine? Sun sticker to mark that it was a cheeky 38-degree day. To the bottom of Tuesday, I've used a little Sheila Sugar sticker there to mark that I had a headache that afternoon. And below that, I used a little character there from Planner Goddess Studio to mark that hubby and I binged The Walking Dead. We got back into a groove of watching it, so we binged it a lot. Over to Wednesday, again, I've marked in work with that same little laptop and script. That afternoon, I've used a flat lay from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark that I did a mixed cardio and stretch workout. Below that, I've used a little Debbie Downer and I've just sort of placed her over the top of one of the flags in the kit to mark that I did an easy bake, or what was called an easy bake. That wasn't so easy. It took forever to cook. It didn't cook through. It was in the oven for like an hour. And when I got it out, it was still like the vegetables were still raw and it wasn't a great time. Beneath that, I've used the little Sticker Thief hair wash girl to mark that I washed my hair that evening, of course. And below that, I've used a little thing or a checklist cut into a little thing to denote that I had an Animal Crossing or did an Animal Crossing stream on Twitch. So yes, if you don't already follow me and you are interested or you do watch Twitch, you can find me over on Twitch under the name Ms. Luxito. So that's MSLUXITO. Over to Thursday, again, I've just marked in work. After work, again, I did another workout, so I've used another flat lay from Stella Bow. And that afternoon, from what I can see, it says that I did a 30-minute stretch workout. Underneath that, I've just used a little box from the kit and I've laid over a little Sticker Thief plumb bob to mark that I bought the remaining Sims expansion packs that I didn't yet own. Below that, I've used another little deco piece from the kit and I've used a little Chloe Jean Designs ghosty with a laptop to mark that I worked on some stream stuff, so just on some overlays and things like that, but I won't get into it because if you don't know about Twitch, it won't make sense anyway. It didn't even make sense to me. It still doesn't make sense to me. Anywho, the last thing that I marked on Thursday, again, just using a little cut up checklist, was that I did a Sims stream. Over onto Friday, again, we've marked work. Below that, I've used a little Debbie Downer paired over a flag to mark that I was tired as hell on that day. After work, I've then marked in that I had a Plan With Me binge, and I've marked that with a little Sticker Thief laptop. And then underneath that, I've marked that I did a load of clothes, marking that with a little Planner Goddess Studio character, and I washed my hair that night. Again, I've used a little Sticker Thief sticker there. Below that, I've marked that we watched The Lincoln Lawyer with a popcorn sticker from Stella Bow. And then over onto the weekend, I'm going to go through this very quickly. So when I woke up, I had coffee, but for some reason I haven't marked that in at this point. Below that, I've used a little doodles do sticker to mark that I went and got my hair done. I had a waxing appointment as well. And then following that, I got my nails done and I've marked that with a script and a little sticker there from Papershire. I've then used an icon from the kit to mark that I had Le Wrap for lunch. And then that evening we had chips with garlic sauce for dinner and we watched Hit and Run. Over on to Sunday, I've used Debbie Downer paired with a script to mark sleeping in. I've used my Sticker Thief mug to mark coffee. I played with some stickers that day. I finally took down the Christmas tree, had more coffee, and had a relaxing afternoon. And then that night, it was the maths reunion. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here because as per usual, I ran out of time. I'm just doing a little wiggle there just to show you guys that little bit of foil. And yeah, see you next time. I will get this voiceover right one day. I swear it.